How will Ford Bronco and all the other awesome vehicles that are coming out by Ford conquer the chip shortage? Now, Ford is partnering with the chip manufacturer in order to make this happen. And GM is doing the same thing. But Ford has announced new strategies to battle the ongoing semiconductor chip shortage. That's chopped the legs off the automotive industry. Now, Ford signed a non-binding agreement with GlobalFoundries, a leader of the semiconductor manufacturing sector. And that's here in America, folks. Now, the GlobalFoundries made the news earlier this year that they were going to double the output by spending $6 billion on expansion. Now, this has had a massive impact on automotive production. And a lot of manufacturers have been affected by this. And people have been paying inflated prices for vehicles such as the Corvette. Now, boy, there's a high demand and a low supply. And if you want a Z06, you're going to have to wait to 2025 in order to get that. And that just sounds straight up crazy, folks. But how we're going to put these Broncos in our driveways. Now, the agreement between Ford and GlobalFoundries, they're working together to address the demand of the chips aimed at the automotive industry. And they include ADAS, battery management, in-vehicle connectivity, EVs, and autonomous features. Now, if they want to create ways of working with suppliers to give Ford, and let's say, yes, America greater independence in bringing these technologies to the forefront and making these features so that these vehicles can operate seamlessly. Jim Farley, President and CEO, said this agreement is going to make that happen. And it is just the beginning, folks. And it's a very, very important part of the plan in integrating these key technologies and capabilities that are going to differentiate Ford from the competition. So they have to create these innovative alliances with leading companies to make this happen. And that's according to Tom Caulfield, GlobalFoundries CEO. Now, their agreement with Ford is a key step in strengthening cooperation and partnerships with automakers so they can get this innovation and technology out on the market and be able to get these vehicles into the hands of buyers. And this also goes into play, and it's going to affect a lot of the automotive industry here in America, which means GM, Dodge, all of them are going to be affected by this. And I know at the beginning of the year, I remember hearing the president, and I remember them talking about, putting money into the semiconductor chips and, making these foundries so that, to get the economy back up running, from this COVID pandemic, and to get us back running and get these SUVs and get all of these vehicles in our driveways. Look at the modularity of this Bronco. It's just awesome and fantastic what you can do with it. But on the other hand, back to enabling these foundries and working in these foundries, working with Ford to make this happen. And so, yes, the Global foundries. They're going to be able to make this happen, folks, and they're moving in the right direction. GM is working, Qualcomm Technologies, STM Microelectronics, TSMC, Renesas Electronic Group, NXP Semiconductors, and Infineon Technologies, AGs. The list goes on and on and on, but all these companies are coming together to make these, make these Broncos a reality of coming in our driveway. The government's also going to be happy by providing funding for domestic semiconductor companies. So you're talking about $52 billion of fund to get manufacturing back on track, which is just straight up amazing, folks. So it's going to take some patience, but sooner or later, yes, these Broncos will be in our driveways. This is Automotive Reviews. Thanks for watching. Remember, like, share, and subscribe, and have a fantastic day. Boy, this is fantastic. I tell you, I can't wait to see these Broncos out in the street and see how people are personalizing them. Because, boy, this is awesome. Automotive Reviews.